What used to be a daily occurrence on this channel of just covering typical mods, new releases from the past however often, or highlighting some cool new things that you could add to your game. With the rush of all this Fallout 76 news, this definitely has taken a backseat, but we are back with another episode of this series that was supposed to end on 3 or 4 different occasions now, that being 5 cool mods that released over the past week for Fallout 4. I posted a few of these at this point. If you missed any of the previous episodes, many of those mods still are cool, and you could actually check out that video if you'd like by clicking the little card. But otherwise, I am planning to release in the future kind of a larger episode of this, looking at 10 cool mods released over the past month, to go back and actually make videos on a lot of those awesome releases that I missed because I was at E3 or just covering a lot of Fallout 76 stuff. Either way, with that, we will jump into the first cool new release from the past 7 days. So starting things off, we have Sleep Together Anywhere. I know some of you guys are going to like this one. What it's largely going to be is a new camping mod, but a very different camping mod, a more modular one, and just all around a more polished one. What this mod is going to allow you to do is, of course, create your own little camp with different components, a campfire, beds for you, your companion, and of course your dog. One of the interesting parts though is you could actually place these all down by hand, so wherever you want the dog bed to be in relation to your bed is customizable. If you want other companions to sleep with you, that is customizable. I would actually say the modularity of this mod, being able to individually place down each thing, is one of my favorite parts. But in addition, everything is animated. When you get into bed and wake up in the morning, you're going to see an animation for that, and I know a lot of people are going to really enjoy seeing that. Camping, especially in survival mode, is extremely valuable in Fallout 4. This fortunately is fairly lore friendly and balanced. You do have to craft the camp first, and then after that you kind of have to set things up, placing each thing down in individual locations. You're going to have this thing in your inventory, it'll take up a bit of carry weight, and all around I would say this is probably one of the coolest camping mods out there right now. I don't personally use these, but I know a lot of you guys do, and I would say if you're on PC and looking for a new one, this is going to be the one to download. So we got Factor. This is going to be a new Modular R for Fallout 4. We've seen a lot about this because it was actually titled Beep. If you guys have been watching my upcoming mod series, which I'll leave a link in the eye also, I've been showing you off this thing called Beep. We've got a ton of images for it, and I speculated since the images were kind of counting down, we would soon see a release of what was being shown. Well, what was being shown is this thing, Factor. This is a pretty cool piece of equipment in Fallout 4. It's going to be pretty versatile. You could change the color, you could change the barrels, and that's one of the cooler parts. When you actually equip a heavier barrel on this thing, it'll look quite distinctive. Then of course scopes, receivers, materials, etc, etc. I would say the real standout feature of this mod in particular is the way it handles, again, those different barrels and ammo types. When you equip a higher caliber ammo type, this turns into a very different gun. Using 50 cal is going to make the rate of fire way slower, but it do way higher damage, more of almost like a DMR than just your typical AR. If you're looking for something that's pseudo-futuristic, that is still plausible to appear in Fallout 4, not the traditional modern firearm, but very close to it, with some cool customization options, I would say this is going to be worth a download for you. Then we have the Geist Suit, I don't know, however you say it, another thing that was appearing in upcoming mods. This is going to be something that is based off an armor from Black Ops 3 or 4, I don't know, which one are we on now? Either way, it's going to be a new armor mod for Fallout 4, and I actually would say it pairs really well with the Factor rifle I just showed you previously. It also has a pseudo-futuristic vibe. It looks like something a mercenary would wear in a movie taking place in like 2040, and this one actually has quite a few different color customization options. I'm only showing you a few of them, but there's actually 10 different colors in total, and a lot of them look pretty sleek. You could go for the standard white black that I would probably choose because I'm boring, but also there's a few highlights out there, including the purple default one, and some yellows, reds, oranges, and blues for those of you who like a bit more flavor. Actually, the color of this suit matches really well with a lot of the color options on the Factor rifle also. The two are really a match made in heaven. Outside of that, it's going to be your standard armor mod. Again, these kinds of mods are super subjective. If you like the look of this one, if you think it's going to fit well on you, your companion, or maybe even a settler, then download it. But if you don't, it's not really going to be something implemented into the level list. It's not going to change the look of your game. But I would say if you download the Factor rifle, then download the Geist Suit also. This is a pretty cool mod. It's actually going to add in some new settlement objects in the form of power sources. So the mod Alternate Power Sources is going to add in 10 new generators for you to place down in your settlements in Fallout 4. This is actually a snippet of a larger mod known as CVC's Dead Wasteland that adds in literally hundreds of new items to place down in settlement mode. But of course, with having hundreds of items comes with a lot of file size, and not everyone wants that much clutter in their settlement mode. So he basically took some of the features from that other mod and made it into its own mini mod for us to all enjoy. I really like this kind of stuff. I feel like although there are some big settlement overhauls, some of these other things that are a bit more practical, such as generators, don't really have too many mods out there. This is going to add in a decent variety. Many of them have a very similar theme, just being of different tiers, but I think the solar panels in particular from this mod are really cool looking, and it's definitely something I can see myself using in the future with another mod like Sim Settlements. All around, I would actually say this is a pretty cool one. Even if you're not a huge fan of settlement mode or settlement building, a lot of these things are quite functional and can be used in tandem with Sim Settlements, and honestly, let's face it, we're all probably using that mod anyway. So what is honestly probably my favorite mod on this list? Next we have the Revolver Reanimation pack. I've always been a fan of these reanimation packs because it takes a vanilla weapon, gives it a new set of animations, and in my eyes actually kind of breathes a whole new set of fresh air into that. Revolvers have historically been one of my favorite weapon types in Fallout 4 outside of like rifles, and what this mod's going to bring to the table is two sets of animations. Very similar, but a double action and a single action. Single action meaning you have to cock it back each time after firing it. Double action means it does it on its own. You can choose whichever ones you want in the crafting section, and it doesn't really have that big of a difference except on rate of fire. And yeah, honestly, I really love the look of these animations. They're fairly simple, and they're only going to apply to the vanilla 44 pistol, but that's a gun that I think is pretty good. You could use it in the late game or even in the earlier levels, depending on what upgrades it does have. And I think with these animations, it's definitely going to be a lot cooler and a lot more fun to use. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. As always, I thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. No real psych fun fact today because I double uploaded. If you want to check out that other video, I'll have a link on the screen towards the end of this one. But just as a shout out to all of you who I know maybe aren't super keen on the Fallout 76 content, there's definitely going to be some more modded content coming over the next few weeks. Probably more of a shift towards a mix of 76 content and 4 content, and even some Skyrim content. I still want to work on that before the summer ends. And yes, all of those overhaul videos, how good can you make Fallout 3, New Vegas, Skyrim 4 look in 2018 are coming. I'm working on them. Do not fret. As always, again though, I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time.